If that does that to me, mate, I'm out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause
That'll be for me.
for Sean.
Fire! Goodness gracious. Thank you. Right, calm down. This is very awkward for me, but I'm going to enjoy it. So, I'm the father of this beautiful young lady. That's you. And as a father, it is my great privilege to welcome you all here today. And what a bunch you are. Absolutely amazing. Nobody said, oh, well, they're shy. It is an honour for me, but I've been dreading this for a long, long number of years. A long, long number of years. So I never thought I'd see one get married. But now I'm in my 50s. What are you laughing at? It's about time. So, I told you I wouldn't be able to read this day. I'd like to thank everybody for coming here today from, well, all over the world, apparently. If the one from Uruguay would like to wave at me, because I haven't met you.
Dad?
Nice to meet you. Yeah? And everybody else has come from Yorkshire. From me and Dan and Yvonne and Pete, we'd just like to bid you welcome. Pete especially, because he's a very cheerful chap. I'm sure you all agree the ceremony was nice and short, which is good, yeah? And I just think it's a beautiful place. I had my reservations, and I do admit that. I came in a winter's day, full of cold, and it weren't nice. But it looks so beautiful today, so well done. I am a little bit nervous, but there you go. I need a drink now, George. I've been married for 40 years. I'm only 50. So, it's nice for me actually to stand up here and be able to speak for 5 minutes, having a house full of women, you know, without being interrupted. Yeah? It was a great honour to walk my daughter down the aisle. I think it overtook me a little bit, emotion, but it was good, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was fantastic. And actually, to see you all, you just looked so welcoming. It made everybody feel so comfortable. Yeah? You all looked fantastic. And I mean that. You really did. Told you you'd waffle, didn't I? George, you look absolutely beautiful. Opening the door today and seeing you, yeah? It just made me so happy. It really, really did. I had to close the door, obviously, and turn back on myself, yeah? To compose myself, should I say. I would like to say a couple of words about the little fella. I know this is not down in here, I told you I'd waffle. I have a very small family, so he will fit in. I am still the tallest in our family. Simon, you know, that's my brother-in-law. Jord, you have been an inspiration to me and a hero. As a child, you were fun-loving, full of fun. My special memories will always be being in your van, watching us movies. Now, I'm going to put a little thing in here, which is like, there's not a lot of people who understand this, but she sent me a text 3 weeks ago. And it's a little thing we do about films, because we're great lovers of films. And she sent this text and it just said, Dad, it's awful. Ned Pepper's died. Now, I bet there's 90% of you people in here that don't even know who Ned Pepper is. I've said my granddaughter. Yeah? Silly little things that keep you happy when you're having a particularly bad day. And I enjoy that. Little game. Boring to everybody else, obviously. I can't believe how she's become this great mother from being a grumpy little child. Wonder what?
You just said it was fun loving.
Yeah, well, I made it up, didn't I? And my special little darling, Eva. It is traditional to share a few words, and I don't want to embarrass her today. Well, I don't. It's not a nice thing to do, is it? So I'll probably pop round to everybody and have a word and tell you a few stories of things, including milk, curtain rails. So a big thank you for everybody who involved. Especially, I'd like to say to the bridesmaids, thank you so much for an absolutely wonderful... She won't have told you herself, but she enjoyed it thoroughly. Absolutely, thoroughly enjoyed herself. Bit of upset, 2 people were very upset we're not being invited. That was myself and Eva. It was Eva, wasn't it? Yeah. Abba. Stag do for me, I met so many nice people. I absolutely couldn't believe I meet so many nice people who were absolutely so fun, so good. Couple of issues. Sorry, Pete. Really sorry. Couldn't get Pete out at lap dancing bars. Well, I'm only saying. And then trailing around all the pharmacies, looking for hair dye for Marsh. Yeah? But it were absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoyed myself. Really, really enjoyed me. So, finally, I'd just like to pose a toast. So we can all be upstanding. Yeah, you as well. No, you don't have to stand up, do you? I wish you excitement for today, hopes and dreams for tomorrow, love and happiness forever. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you JB and Jord, the bride and groom. And have a fantastic day, everybody. Oh, no, look there. No, no.
Well done, mate.
Oh, shut up. Oh, good. I missed me mate, Anna. Missed me mate.
Oh, yeah, you have, yeah. Afternoon, everyone. Firstly, a big thank you to everyone here today to celebrate James and Jordana. I'm sure you'll all agree, a wonderful couple. Thank you to you guys for inviting us to such a wonderful wedding, like Sean said. It's a beautiful venue. Jordana, you look amazing. So can we just have a round of applause for Jordana, please? JB, you've scrubbed up well. On Monday, I messaged JB saying, how's the suit looking? And in his words, he said, imagine Daniel Craig, but a bit better looking. Which I'm fully in agreement with, mate. I'm not arguing. So, for anyone who doesn't know me, my name's Fran, and I've got the incredible honour of being JB's best man today. Now, every best man says it's an incredible honour, but when someone's as loved as James, it really is an honour. When he asked me to be his best man, he specifically reminded me that at our wedding, he didn't stitch me up. Which I ignored, to be perfectly honest. Until Tuesday, when he texted me and said, I'm speaking after you, because I thought I was going last today, which I don't plan on getting married again. So I was going to be free reign, so I'm just going to have to watch my tone a little bit. A bit of background on me and James. I first met James when I was about 12 at Hanging Eaton Cricket Club, and he'll have been about 16, so I can't imagine how annoying I must have been. And I forced my friendship on him from there. Looking back now, I think less of a friendship and more of a long-term harassment that worked out well. But from there, there's been numerous days out, nights out, summers of cricket, trips away, and thousands upon thousands of Instagram reels sent to each other, which I think we'll all agree is the top sign of elite friendship. Now, I think friendships are built over time, but they're also built in moments. Certain moments that are funny, the stories you remind each other of when you're out and you have a good laugh over them. Sorry, Jordan, I'm just going to put them on your flowers. There's probably 100 days and 100 stories at cricket that crack me up every time I think about them. A few personal favourites that a few people will remember. A hungover drop catch at Cleckheaton. I still remember Pete's face from that, and I've never seen him as angry. A sledge that came back to bite us in the arse at Putsey St Lawrence. Something along the lines of, "You're the worst player I've ever seen," and then he won the game in about 20 balls. And my personal favourite, and one that I know a lot of people will remember, JB's first game in charge as captain, which ended in a mass brawl, police being called, and James got all the blame for not being able to control his players. Good. Howard. I'll be honest, mate, the amount of catches I dropped off your bowling, I'm not sure why I'm your mate. I certainly wouldn't be. 86. And adding the amount of times you looked at me in disappointment for getting out slogging, and I'm genuinely baffled, so thanks for sticking by me. Nights out are always a good bonding experience, and for everyone that doesn't know me, I'm teetotal, so I remember everything from nights out. But Sean's face. But as Sean said, I'm not going to embarrass JB right now, but if anyone wants to ask later, I can easily tell a lot of stories. We've been lucky enough to go on lots of trips together, Chester to Dusseldorf and all the way to Melbourne. We've been to some great places with some incredible friends. We've been to a couple of dumps as well, haven't we? Personal favourite dump of mine, and I know JB really enjoyed this, was Hamburg. So there you go. Marsh is fuming again. Sorry, mate. So if you think of Ravensthorpe, but on steroids, and if you think instead of takeaways and vape shops, it was sex stores and gun shops. So that's the kind of vibe we like to go for. Now, I mentioned Melbourne, and Melbourne was an incredible experience, and where I think we really became good friends. Living together, you soon found out whether you like each other. I kind of describe it like we were dating. Now, bear with me on this one. So you start dating like James and Jordana, and you see each other a couple of times a week. And you might go on a weekend away together. And if you're still enjoying each other's company, you go 2 weeks all-inclusive. And if after that, you're still happy with each other, just like JB and Jordana, you get married and you have a kid. Well, me and JB just went straight from seeing each other twice a week to flying to Melbourne and sleeping in the same bed as each other. So we skipped a few steps, but it felt like we were married at times, especially looking after Keeney for most of the trip. And I know this does sound a bit strange, but there was no romance, it was just two blokes fighting over a duvet. And what I'm trying to say is that after 4 months of living in each other's pocket, I certainly knew it was a friendship for life. Now, Australia on the whole was a fantastic experience. We watched England win the Ashes, which ain't going to happen anytime soon. We spent New Year's Eve on the beach. We had a barbecue for Christmas Day. And we found something that brought us closer together that I don't think we knew we were going to find in Australia. A lady called Hannah. A few laughs. Now at this point, I genuinely think there's probably about 4 people that know where this is going. The reason Hannah brought us closer together was because we both quickly took a mutual dislike to her. And I think everyone will agree that there's nothing that brings people together like a mutual dislike of another person. So strangely, and I never thought I'd say this, I'd like to thank Hannah for bringing us closer together. I might not be standing up here today if it wasn't for her. So thank you, Hannah. Now, that's the fun stuff, and friendship is easy when life's easy, and I'm sure everyone in this room will understand that life's far from plain sailing. And to have a friend like James when life's not great means the world. And it's one of the reasons I know you guys are bound to have a great marriage, because when things do get tough, and things will get tough, JB stands up and does the right thing. He's a fantastic character, and I think everyone knows that Jordana, you only add to that character. It's clear how much better you guys make each other and what a great family you guys have. Hughie and Ava are a credit to you both. Ava, you're a credit to your mum, JB, and your whole family. I sometimes forget how old you are when you're looking after Theo like a practice childminder. Hughie, you're a diamond, mate. Cheeky, happy, and ever so cute. You listening, mate? That was a story yesterday. Didn't listen to me for 6 hours yesterday.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, you're a cute lad though, mate. And I'm guessing you get your good looks from your mum. Sorry, can we just have another round of applause for how good Jordana looks today, please? Last thing on Hughie, mate. Hughie. If you could just start sleeping through the night, these guys would really appreciate it. Harry Bow. James and Jordana, you're both a credit to your mums and dads. Pete and Yvonne, I've known you for as long as I've known James, and I know he thinks the world of you. I know how proud of him you are, and I think what summed it up for me was when I met George's dad, Sean. Now, in Tenerife, we couldn't find Sean for most of it. He was just walking around saying, I'm lost. And when he walked around us, he was just talking shite, to be honest. But one thing that really stuck with me, and I wrote it down at the time, and I'll quote this: I'll never be able to thank JB enough for what he's done for Jordana and Ava. I'm sure Diane agrees with that, and I think that's what sums you up as a bloke. I made a joke at my wedding about how JB was a committed guy. Committed to his work, his friends, and his cricket, and most importantly, his drinking. Which he still is, and if you see him without a drink in a hand without a drink in his hand tonight, please make sure that's not for too long. But now you're a committed guy, you're committed to your work, your cricket's now with Hughie, you're drinking still, of course, and most of all, you're committed to Jordana and your little family. And personally, I know this is where you're going to shine and show what a bloke you are. So, lastly from me, if you could all stand again. I'm just going to use this for a touch. To James and Jordana. James and Jordana.
Thank you.
Hello. Best of the last? Right, you've seen me cry once, might happen again. First of all, good afternoon, ladies, gents, boys and girls. Thank you all very much for joining me and my wife here on our special day. Also, thank you to those who haven't come, as it's price per head. Since talks of weddings and speeches, you get people giving you advice that you particularly don't ask for. Well, one bit of advice I got given by an old bloke at one of my customers. He said, and I quote him, "A speech is like a miniskirt. It should be short enough to keep things interesting, but long enough to cover the important things." So I shall try. To my wife, you look simply amazing, but that comes as no surprise to me, as that's how you look to me every day. I stand here the happiest man alive, knowing you were right by my side throughout this journey that is life. Stood here as your husband feels very right, but there was a time when myself and probably a lot of others thought this might never happen. The forever bachelor. But everything changed one day at Scapegoat Hill when I first laid eyes on Jord. Funnily enough, I heard her before I laid eyes on you. We were sat in church for Abby and Michael's big day. Then I could hear laughter and commotion, and it was Jordan sat over here who had completely bollocksed up the entrance music. Tried blaming the equipment.
It had sellotape on it. It had sellotape on the speaker.
This has got sellotape on it, it's working just fine. It wasn't until the ceremony ended that we were outside and I first saw Jord, and instantly I smiled. And I wanted to get to know who you were. As the day went along, alcohol flowed, as it usually does when I'm involved, thanks man. We had glances at each other, there were some smiles, but we didn't talk until later on. I was sat by an open fire, space next to me. Quite romantic, yeah? Didn't come and sit with me, I got an oi, come here you. Sound. So I came and stood in the circle. A few of us talking, had to bring out the big guns, brought out the duck do joke. Jordan gave me an eye roll. George, however, got a little smile. Right up my street that, so I thought I'm in. Throughout the night, we drank, we danced, we shared a hot tub together for a little bit, and a little kiss, so Bev and Richard, thank you for the hot tub. I asked for George's number, and she duly obliged. I messaged her that night, and there hasn't been a day since we haven't spoken. Oh, Huey. I'm a believer in everything happens for a reason, and at any given moment you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and that night I was supposed to see you. Days, weeks, months passed, but there's always another young lady in my life that was going to make a difference and would shape our future. That young lady was Ava. George's whole world. Ava, kind, intelligent, strong-willed little girl, and that's because of the incredible job that you do as a mum. To Huey now and to Ava, you really are the most amazing mum, and I don't tell you enough. Me and Ava used to lie on the floor, she might not remember this, crafting, making little Lego figures for your necklaces, painting my nails. Now we do TikTok dances in the kitchen. Time has gone by and things have changed quite a bit, and she definitely doesn't laugh at my jokes anymore. I can see the eye rolls through the back of her head. They are funny. Seeing the way Jordan's raised Ava made me fall even harder and love her even more. I may only be Ava's stepdad, but I promise I'll always step up for you. Our little family of 3 was soon to change when, wherever he is, Hurricane Hewitt arrived. He has completed us. He makes things a bit more difficult at times, but also a lot happier, and this little family of 4 is all I need. Meeting George has made me a stepdad, a dad, today a husband, but every day you make me a better person. So now I can't go through a speech without mentioning the in-laws, and Diane's going to hate this because she doesn't like being talked about. But Diane, you are just a wonderful person. You're humble, you're so nice, you make a wonderful Christmas dinner, and you're just an amazing nana for these 2, so thank you. Don't cry, you met me. And then there's Sean. Now this could have gone 2 ways. I've put the other page away and I'm going to be nice. Where's it gone? Where are you? You're down here somewhere. Sean is old school, works hard, loves and provides for his family, and is always there with a shit joke. What's the line, Sean? I do the jokes in this family. We have occasional time when we're not getting interrupted, as you said. Generally talking about football and usually how crap Huddersfield are. I think I might have turned him to a maybe 1% of a Leeds fan. Yeah. Says that, but he messages me when Leeds are on. Hey, they look good tonight. Two wonderful people, and I thank you for letting me be part of this family and letting me take your daughter's hand in marriage.
You're welcome.
To my mum and dad, thank you for making me the person I am today. My mum set me off crying earlier. You're always there for me in the dark times as well. And there's not been many, but you're always there. Mum, I think you always knew this day would arrive. Well, your psychic told you that it would, so you believed it, but you always did. You, like me, you believe in things happen for a reason. My dad eventually was happy, I think. I think at first he'd lost his snooker partner, his cricket partner, his drinking partner, but because he is one of my best friends. Good. But I've been replaced by Huey. I think he's your best mate now because he just follows you around and he absolutely idolises you. I love you both. Oh, I've got back. I had to go onto the back so I ran out of paper. I've nearly finished, I promise. I know you're all hungry. I'm so excited for where our future lies. I'm excited that I get to wake up next to you and to do life every day. There's many chapters still to write in our lives, and getting to do them with you whilst holding your hand and loving you all the way is all I ever need. You are my favourite person, my soulmate, and I love you irrevocably. Now, a few thank yous. Thank you to the bridesmaids for giving Jord a wonderful hen do. She absolutely loved it, especially something about seagulls. You looked after her, and I'm sure you've helped her get to this point today, keeping her nice and calm. There's been no bridezilla. She's done really well not to lose her. To my best man, Franny, thank you for being here with me all the way. And to all my groomsmen, today stood by my side. Two in particular, Marsh and Franny, for organising a wonderful stag do. Everybody who came with me, I shall never forget walking through Tenerife wearing an inflatable horse and being a jockey. It was absolutely wonderful. To Steph and all the staff here at Sykes Fields, it's an amazing venue. I'm sure, as you all admit, it looks wonderful. So thank you, and for your hard work. To the caterers, to Kieran and Dom, who have been playing for you, and obviously going to be following three wonderful people on the microphone, so you've got a bit of a job to follow us. But I'm sure they'll absolutely rock it tonight. They are tremendous. To his ear, Kyle, he's down on one knee. He was going to follow you around all night. He's been instructed to take no nice pictures. I want double chins, I want strange faces, I want everybody just looking and enjoying themselves. A couple of personal thank yous to one of my groomsmen, Joe, driving up with Stacey's wife, who's disappeared, with Elias. Here she's back over there, hello. It's a long drive up for Torquay. We've done it a few times, and with two kids probably stopping every 20 minutes, it makes it even longer. So thank you, Joe. My Thursday night Legends partner, Benjamin, is right down there. It's funny because bank holiday weekends used to mean we'd be down Batley Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And very hungover on Monday, but he's come all the way with his fiancée Christina from Dubai via Vietnam. So thank you for being here, brother. And then it's been mentioned already, but Dad is 13,000 miles just about round trip from Uruguay. He's going back tomorrow morning, so I'm sure he'll be a lovely 36-hour flight back with a hangover. But we really appreciate you being here, Dad. Thank you. Just a little story I have. He used to be called David until he lost his ID. So I couldn't know myself. There you go. But anyway, that's this all done and dusted. It's now time to eat, drink, dance, enjoy yourselves. See you on the next floor.
Ladies and masters, charity masters, have a big love to my wife, Mrs. Bird. I've got some more jokes.